I'm all right.
Yeah. What's up? All right, hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
No honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, the teaching rule well, peace and blessings unto the elect. With the Great Millstone Dallas branch, Brother Benai, the priest of Mach, the Brother Osman Wah, the priest Shaquat, the priest Bathop, got the elder, got the elder and apostle, just coming back at you with another lesson, man. We just gonna get let's just get straight into it, man. Get Job 9:24, man.
That's perfect.
Job 9:24, man, because you're paying attention on what's taking place on the planet Earth, man. These people, all right, the mindset of the people, man, are just like the mindset of the people that was back then during the time of Noah, man. Okay, and this is all taking place. Why? Because the wicked is ruling right now, man. All right, that's why you have the mindset of the people just totally engulfed, and they only like it said in the book of Genesis, that they thoughts was evil continually, man.
Right.
You see. That's why you got the alphabet game going. They try to pass these laws to allow these children to be able to take these different hormone blockers, okay, to have these different surgeries. You know what I'm saying? Why people should be crying out, man. Especially so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You should be crying out to the Lord, man. To come get us up out of this place, man. Because how much worse can it get, man?
How much niggas doing this shit in front of the people?
Yeah, it's open to that. And
that's the crib keeper. The crib keeper, for whatever reason, he's pushing that.
Yeah, right.
He's pushing that alphabet shit hard. He's a crusader.
Yep, because that's gonna be the new genders, so-called genders in way of the new world order, man. A whole bunch of
genderless,
genderless cyborgs, man. You got that, bro? You got that, Joe?
I got it.
You get that, please, ass too, bro. That's a rock.
Yeah, I get it.
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, so the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So the Lord allowed Esau, Edom to rule in his time, man. Okay, because that's a part of prophecies according to the book of Genesis. That Jacob and Esau were the only two nations that would have dominion over the whole earth, man. Okay. Esau's rulership would only be for a certain time, and the nation of Israel, Jacob, will be for forever ruled, man. Okay, but now we're in the end, we're in the age of Esau's rulership, man, and it's clear to see. You see, that's why prophecy is so important. Once you go into prophecy, like I said, that's the true spirit of Yahushai's prophecy, man.
That's right.
You see, and when you come in the spirit of Yahushai, can't none of these doctrines of the world trump that, man. You see, that's why you have these different vocab Malones. All right, these different Christian evangelists trying to come up against the truth, but they get smashed every time. Why? Because these mysteries wasn't given unto them, man. Okay, because that these prophecies, the understanding of the prophecies wasn't given to them, man. It was only given unto the man of the Lord, man. Starting with the apostles of Great Millstone on down to actually break it, understand it, break these scriptures down, man. To be able to teach these things, man. Okay, you got something?
And go to the spirit of prophecy, go into wisdom, like you just said. The last part of your sentence just said. For you to have wisdom, for you to go into the scriptures and break down the scriptures and compare with these times, that's wisdom. That's how powerful wisdom is. You see? See the other groups, vocab alone, that don't have the wisdom because they're not coming in the spirit of prophecy. You see?
Hey, read that one more time, bro.
Okay. So going back to the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, now who are the wicked? Malachi, real quick, Malachi 4:1. We're gonna break it down like elementary, man. We're gonna go into it and show you who the wicked are. Because you got people say, well, everybody's wicked. Yeah, you're right. Some of our people are wicked, but who is the wicked, man? Who is the wicked, man, of the scriptures that it's talking about right here, that it talks about in 2 Thessalonians, man. Right. It's talking about a group, a nation of people, man. Right. Okay.
I got one real quick. Ezekiel 29:20. I have given him the land of Egypt for this labor wherewith he served against it, because they wrought for me, saith the Lord power. That's the Most High giving Esau the land of Egypt. So if you have this wisdom and compare to break down who is America today, this is the land to Egypt all over again. You got the obelisks on back, the pyramid on back of the dollar bill. So this man was raised up where the Most High gave him this land. He gave him this rulership, man. But if you don't have this wisdom and be able to equate that with the scriptures, you're not going to understand it. So the Lord raised this devil up, man, to be in position at the end.
Come on.
Sorry.
Malachi?
Yeah, you got the note up.
I got it. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
See, the border of wickedness, man. They Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, or the wicked, man. That's talking about in Job 9 and 24. That it speaks about in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. You see, they are the wicked, man, and it's clear to see why the Lord called them the wicked. Because look at the agendas that they push forth, man. Look at the philosophies that they push forth. The scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms that his tongue walking throughout the earth. You know, Babylon will be that golden cup in the Lord's hand to make all the earth to drink it. You know, so in the ways of this Western society, it's pushed out where all throughout the planet Earth to where all these different nations are taking on the ways of Esau. That's why you got the LGBT over there in the Middle East. Well, at one point in time, hey, man, they was cutting them niggas' heads off, man. Right? You see, they was stoning them, and you know, women liberty and all that other BS, man. Well, that's a part of Esau's wine. You see, they got
that's the golden cup.
That's the golden cup, exactly, man. They got all the earth drunk off of it, man. You see, drunk off his philosophies, his ways, man. You see, and then you see what it brings, nothing but death, man. You see, Esau's way, he is as death, like it says in the book. It's a Habakkuk, man. Habakkuk chapter 2, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
If I can make a point real quick before you bring that out, just to add to that about the wicked, the wicked that the brother is going into. The Bible refers to these devils as the wicked and that wicked. When you deal with those terms, it's specific. You know what I'm saying? So it eliminates you being able to come up and say, well, there's wicked in all nations. Yeah, but the Lord is being specific. He's letting you know the wicked or that wicked. It's specific, so it cuts that.
But I thought these people knew adjectives and nouns and proverbs.
Right.
And when Esau teaches them adjectives and nouns and shit, you should a noun is an action, right? I know that. I got that Habakkuk. You want that?
We can't even use.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Boy, I remember the good old days, man. The good old days when you could use the F-bomb.
Oh yeah.
We can't even use that no more, man. That started back on 34th Street. I remember this back shit, man. 20 years ago, the cops. That was already in the works. I remember this was back in the old 34th Street days. Like 20-something years ago, we was like, you F. And the cop, yeah, you can't use that right now, boy. This is back in New York City in 22 years ago. We can't use the F-bomb, you know.
Right, yeah.
I said, damn, we've been using that shit for 20, like at that time, going back to, you can't even use the F word no more. Yeah.
Right.
If you use that word in public, somehow, some way that you could probably be charged or arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You call somebody
maggot,
the F word,
maggot,
yeah.
sticks.
They could probably call a cop on you.
Yep.
But then these cops are wicked because, like, well, whatever, man. The cops, they're not the Masons anyway. They're nothing but a private group squad for the Rothschilds anyways. So they do what they do. They got, when you become a cop, you put that badge, they go back to the shield of Rothschild, the blue side. It's a demon that get on you, that cop demon. You know what I mean? For real. Your loyalties are gone right there, man.
That's right. They belong to the Rothschild.
The cops gonna do whatever they got to do. It's a cop demon on them.
This is Psalms 10 verse 4. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not in all his thoughts.
Well, that starts with Esau, because the office of Benaiah started off with Job 9:24.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with Esau, but Esau got the earth contaminated. So it starts with Esau, this devil, Esau, but that filters down to everybody else, whether they be the Israelites or the other nations. So that I'm gonna put it to, I said it to be well, can I still use this word without them cutting it? Homosexual. I think you can be an homosexual. You know what I mean? You can be a alphabet person.
Right.
That's devil worship.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to use that. And then see, that's hate speech. So I don't like to use it, but you should be able to, because that's a word that's political. Is that word not PC? It's PC, right? Lesbian, those are politically correct words.
Exactly.
But now they're making it to where even those are derogatory. But those words have been PC for the past 30 years, 50 years, since I've been on the earth. That word was always, when you're talking to that particular group of folks,
Right.
and you know, I know this guy on my job, he's a, homosexual, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. I know this woman, she's a lesbian. But now you say those words, but YouTubers, y'all some fuck boys too, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But now, because they'll twist it. Well, no, the context that you're condemning them, so it's hate speech.
The algorithms pick up on
On Facebook too. If you say on Facebook, if you say one thing, they put you on Facebook punishment. So the algorithms is all set up. But then what happened to freedom of speech and censorship and what happened to all that shit? And guess what? They were the main ones. The alphabet people were the main ones that were protesting for freedom of speech and against censorship. But now, if you speak against them, then you got to be censored. So what happened to us? What us as normal people, the last of the Mohicans, right?
Right.
If we speak out against that lifestyle, we're wrong.
Yep.
You got something?
Yeah, I got something for you, boss.
This
What happened to our freedom of speech?
I got to see the
What about our liberty? Ain't this fucking America? Ain't this fucking America, man?
I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Okay. This Isaiah 29 and 21, it says that make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate and turn aside the just for a thing of naught.
And I was really talking about us,
Scriptures.
the brothers, the prophets. Because these other assholes are not, like one of y'all said, where's the outrage? These other fools, they with it. And you know what? Let me explain something to you. You jokers out there that you could, I'm not, alphabet person. I'm not gay, but I ain't got no problem with them. Then you know what? You're just as wicked.
You with a problem.
Maybe you are. You know what I mean?
It's Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 10 in the NLT.
You ain't got a problem with it. As long as they don't come to me with it.
Right. You got to stand up for. You got to.
But they be coming to you. Because now, these mother effers, they be trying to. No, they not try. They do. They be rolling up on so-called straight dudes. These niggas, just like how you roll up on a chick and you trying to pull a chick. These alphabet people, they straight up, they bold.
Yeah.
They roll up behind you, doing all this crap. Yeah, so it's like they can just do whatever the fuck they want to do.
You can't make us.
But if I rolled up on a woman and grabbed her breasts and grabbed her ass, that's sexual harassment. That's attempted rape. See? Right. See the double? See the wickedness in that? A woman, he fondled me.
You jumped like a slut. I thought you just slut. My bad.
Yeah.
But it's like these Transformers. They be having these shows. I don't know what we said. The
RuPaul shows.
Yeah, the RuPaul shows and all that. They do this like say during brunch time. You have your kids in there. You don't even know it, and they'll let.
Brother, they got the parades. They got the Transformer reading storybooks to the kids.
Right.
Transformer storybook. But you know what? Fuck these people. That's why Amos 9 and 10. That's why this is gonna be a sword. This is we living in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Man.
The Lord made us know what it's like with Lot.
Yeah.
And his family felt like.
Man.
Yeah.
Thanks about to feel the conversation of the wicked. I had to hear that shit every day in my profession. I got to touch their head and shit.
Oh God.
That's why the Lord said there's in the days of Noah and there's in the days of life. So all this shit that we're seeing right now, like the apostles going into, like brothers going into these moles, even these people who like to identify as trees or
I gotta start using
gentleness
that,
dragon. These niggas is deforming themselves. You know what I'm saying? Having all these kind of fucking surgery, putting all kind of horns and shit. That if that shit happening now, that had to be happening back then, because the scriptures say that which is being is shall be.
Now, and ain't nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the same stuff that's happening now had to be happening back then, man.
That's right.
You see the mindset and how just crazy these damn people are, man. You know, niggas, a fucking man have surgery to have horns and tattoos.
Yeah, horns.
Tongues.
So you gonna tell me that it's not the worship of Satan? This is hell.
Exactly. You know?
Yeah, motherfuckers walking around, still got dumb niggas, old big pork chop head niggas. You don't want to go to hell? Come to church. Nah, you don't want to go to hell.
Right. No, you good.
You know them old stupid. You still got some old. Our grandparents, old ass, stupid old Negroes and Latinos too. Stupid old Hispanics. You come on, go some fucking joke, then bitch, motherfucker, you don't see what's going on. Hey, niggas getting horns and tattoos. Takashi 6849. Motherfuckers running around. Hey, what y'all talking about it? But you still, when you run into your grandmama or your auntie, whoever. Right. They kind of dead. Yo, man, you got this one, man. You got mama hit you with a baseball bat. You don't get out my goddamn face with that shit. Come to church. They all up in the church.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's what the brother started out with. That Job 9:24. Giving into the hands of the wicked, he covered the face of the judge. Who was the ultimate judge? How about Shem Yahushua? You know, and what he stands for, man. Now you can't say nothing against, because the Lord is not with that, man. Now you got pastors saying that the Lord loves the moles. Love is love. Like it says in Romans, they changed the truth of the Most High to a lie, man.
Right.
You see? Right. But that's all under the rulership of the wicked, man, because he's pushing that vibration. And Jake taking a hold to it, man. Yeah. You see? Jake be the main ones who be at the forefront of these movements, man.
See, we think the same way, bro. Because I've been saying that, because it's like, yo, you be real talk. Like, the way I think right now, bro, I've been thinking this way for like the past year, even, since I've been out here. Well, not even before, but like really since I've been out here in Dallas, just being out here moving around and stuff. In my mind, it's like I really feel like the majority of these so-called black men are moles, man. Like the majority, I say, like I don't know, man. Like maybe I'm just leery about Jake. Period. A lot of these niggas were still the jailhouse niggas. Right? Which that been going on for years. Like these are them jailhouse niggas, and you know the jail culture, but that's Mo City. But then also these little GMO baby niggas, Takashi niggas, being raised up under Big Shirley and Keisha, they're training the mother. So like a lot of these dudes, we meet them, even the ones they like, look, man, or the gym, I go in the gym, even the ones that try to act manly. Like that's why I don't really like to eat, bro. I try to just be like an invisible motherfucker, like moving in like. But if I do better communicate with Jake every so on here and there, man, I keep it brief. Or I don't fuck with Jake. I don't fuck with Jake. Because it's like when I'm talking to a dude, even if the nigga got muscles and active manly, I'm like, this nigga might be a mo. For real, that's always in my mind. Like if you ain't in the truth, I'm thinking you a mo. That's right. It's for real, man. Because you ain't like shaking a nigga outside of what's up? You talking to the dude, whatever. All right, man. But in the background, nigga, you better not be a fuck. All right, man. This nigga might be a mo. Like I swear, that's how I think, brother.
You're right.
That's because normal.
Because like we got a code that we live by. What's the code? The scriptures. Mm-hmm. If you live within the code, I don't trust you, man.
Yeah.
So you the fuck you. I don't trust you.
Outside of the mo shit, a nigga like that, if you got a fine woman, he may try to. Even if he ain't a mo,
he on some mo.
You got a fine ass woman or whatever. She don't got it. Man, let me tell about niggas, man. See, she got fine. Your woman. Let me tell about Jake is wicked, man. Either they on that dark side with the mo shit, or even if they so-called straight, bro. I wish the elder Zion was here right now for the Bishop Zion. Your woman don't even gotta be fine. like you know, you got bitches that are so-called dime pieces that, and some brothers got women that are just average. Your woman could be average. She could just be an average chick. Not even like you can have the type of woman that most men, she don't really turn heads. She's not ugly, but she's just an average plain Jane chick. All of a sudden, because you were all of a sudden niggas want to pop her.
Want what you got. That's the nigga
F
attitude.
word so bad.
I know what he got.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're moles.
Right.
Because why would you want to go behind me? And then that same nigga will see you. Like you live in a building or on your block, wherever you live, a dude that live in your building, and that same nigga will act like he's your cool with you. Hey, what's up, brother? That's why these niggas steer away from me, nigga.
Don't fuck with niggas, man.
That's why, like the place I live now, I've been there for a year now. I don't talk to black niggas.
That's right.
The only people I mess with is the older Issacharite people. Mm-hmm. I don't talk to you. I don't say what's up. For real, I ignore niggas, man. I walk with my head down, or I don't even make eye contact with them. I don't.
That's right.
You understand? I don't even want you to think that we even cool. We ain't cool. No, motherfucker, we ain't cool. I want to keep that aura of mystery, and I want motherfuckers that nigga's crazy, weird. Yeah. That's when you fuck with me. Just keep it moving. Just keep on walking. Like I want to keep that allure, that aura of this motherfucker could just
snap any moment.
Snap any moment type shit. I want that aura. Where I'm at now. But you can feel they be wanting like hell for me to make some type of
engage and shit.
They want me to open that door. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Nah, nigga. I see a nigga. You got a cigarette? Yeah. Nah. I don't want none of that.
I don't smoke.
These niggas are foul, man. Niggas are foul, man.
That's right.
Okay? You don't know where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to bring a fine, you know what I'm saying, a woman into your crib, your woman will be leaving the crib, they'll try to talk to her just because that's yours. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Man.
absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about.
Definitely got something real quick.
What? Yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 6:14 in the NLT. It says, "Don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness?" You see, and that's what the apostle's going into, man. We don't mix ourselves with these people, man. Like the elder said, man. If you ain't in this truth, man, we ain't really dealing with you.
You can't trust a nigga.
Yeah.
Because I got so-called people in the world that I do know, back east, not around these parts. I'm from back east. It was new. So that's why I'm happy that the Lord brought me out west too. The Lord brought me out these parts. Because now I'm kind of even, my so-called associates or niggas in the world that I was kind of cool with, that I would fuck with, now I'm separated from them. So now I'm just strictly around brothers. And I love that.
I don't have no friends. That's all I have.
You see, because niggas in the world, they work it. Like you be with a nigga in the world, and let's say he met the chick he was dealing with, and let's say you broke up with the chick, you ain't with the chick no more. And then, first of all, why you asking that? Whatever, you might ask, hey, what happened to the little chick you was dealing with? I broke up with her. Oh, yeah. Yo, pot fucker.
Yep.
That's some,
I've been a pro.
for a nigga, you should really just punch a nigga in his mouth.
Fight that.
Right. For
Fight
saying
that
some
nigga
shit like
for-
that.
Let's
Let's say, oh, you my homeboy, but why would them even? Well, nah, I'm just joking. No, but what the fuck? What? I'm just joking. No, you ain't joking. So that means the whole time I was with her and had my woman around you, that's what you was thinking.
Nah, I'm just joking.
If she would have offered you something, you would have did it, nigga. But then, if I pop your woman, you better shoot me, nigga, bro. Nigga, that's why the Bible says, "Deliver us from wicked and unreasonable men."
That's right.
And all these adulterous niggas, they're the most jealous. The nigga that's out there popping everybody's woman, pop his woman, he gonna kill you. He'll shoot you. He'll shoot up your house. But he popped your woman though.
Right.
See, bro, that's the scripture. Deliver us from wicked and unreasonable men. There's no rhyme or reason, but then you know what? It goes back to Big Shirley, Keisha. These Big Shirleys and these Keishas, there's no rhyme or reason to them. And of course, if you're walking around and you're 400 pounds, you're a woman, and you're 400 pounds with green hair, looking like chocolate snuffleupagus from Sesame Street.
Hey, a box of Lucky Charms.
No, snuffleupagus from Sesame Street.
God.
A person like that is not mentally stable. But guess what? A person like that had babies. That's gonna be your Elmos and your Bert and Ernie's Sesame Street.
It's real.
Jim Henson's Muppets.
A real life, you're right. A real
Like the
life
vice
Sesame
president,
Street.
Kamala Harris. That's a Muppet character. You see, right now, and they in the White House. That's why everything that's going on right now in this country.
Exactly.
You got some, bro?
Yeah, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, and verse 18.
Right.
And the NLT says, run from sexual sin. No other sin so clearly affects the body as this one does.
Ugh.
For sexual immorality is a sin against your own body.
Now that could be dealing with the alphabet shit or adultery.
Yep.
Well, that's the only sexual sin there is. And I'm gonna lay it out on the line. First of all, let me explain something to you. I mean, Lord willing, they don't cut the shit, but whatever, man. Two men can't have sex.
Nope.
That don't exist. There's no such thing.
It's unseemly.
No, it's not natural.
Yep.
The Most High created Adam and Eve.
Right.
A woman has the sheath, which is her vagina. You have the rod, the sword. You know, just like, okay, well, it's almost like, yeah, like this. Like, this is my holster. This is my sheath, modern day sword. The modern day sword. I take that, right now, fine. I take this. This is my rod. This is like my rod, an extension of my rod. Look at that. See? Perfect. That was meant for that. I can't take this, and how can I take this and put it inside of another burner?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. I need a holster. Like if I try to take it, I'm gonna stick it inside another. It's gonna fall on the floor. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
So, two men, that's not sex. Two women, that's not sex. That's a Leviticus 20 and 13. An abomination.
That's right.
That's an unnatural, foul. Well, it's witchcraft.
That's right. Yeah, Romans right here.
I got one. You got Roman. I got Isaiah. Go ahead.
This is Romans 1 and 24. It says, wherefore Yahweh Bashem Yahushua also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed their truth of Yahweh into a lie.
You're dishonoring your body. When you're an alphabet person, that's dishonoring your body. Well, I said it. That's the highest form of rebellion against the Most High, according to the scriptures.
That's right. And that's why Esau pushes so much in his music industry and the entertainment industry. That's why they got to do the shit that they do. They got to do everything that the Lord deems as foul.
Right.
And abominable.
God.
That's why they do has sex with the beast.
They go.
The goat.
They go to Mendes. Go back to Egypt. You got it.
Which goes back to Baphomet.
Exactly.
See, Baphomet is an actual demon, but he's not the top demon. The spiritual demon, Satan himself, is the top demon. Baphomet is the top demon right under Satan. He's the demon that Satan got set up over Babylon. And Baphomet is an androgynous demon.
Right. That's right. Yep.
So all that alphabet stuff, Baphomet is that demon that controls this America.
Right.
Primarily.
That's why I say the Lord gave it. You got them. They like to say that. Well, the Lord made I was born this way. No, you weren't.
No.
The Lord just gave you up unto your vow of affection.
Wow.
See,
Man.
The Lord gave you up unto that, man.
That's why I pray to the Lord. Well, I tell brothers, send up that Psalms 51. Take not thy Holy. If the Lord take His Holy Spirit from you, you can end up. We had guys that were so-called in the truth that, hey man, they dudes that were so-called in the truth that fell off and then they became moles. Yeah. Full blown moles. So you see what the Lord could do to you, man?
Mhm.
There was one time in Rome they had, I think it was one of these Caesars that was over Rome. He was kind of like had that androgynous spirit, and he was dressed, cross dressed and things like that. So that's why when you go into Revelation 13, that head, the wounded head, you know what I'm saying, it basically came back up, like the Rome just came back up here, like I say, the same spirit in America. So they have that same spirit. And now since they're here, they're going basically like say balls to the wall, going harder and harder with this adverse ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everything, like you just mentioned, everything you do is adverse to the ways of the Lord, the ways of righteousness. And they're trying to basically put that on a lot on our people. The Israelite, who pushes that more? You know what I'm saying? Jake. They push it hard as hell. And that's because Jay basically they bring forth death. They bring forth the death.
And they know Jake is like the salt of the earth.
Yep.
Jake got that flavor. So
They
whatever
gonna
Jake
draw.
do, that's what they gonna do.
Yep.
You see? I got one real quick. Isaiah 3:9. They show of their countenance. No, the show of their countenance doth witness against
I
them.
was talking about that earlier. You can look at them on the F and tell them,
Yeah.
yes, Mo.
That's right.
Mhm.
Like we be talking some of these so-called, I'm talking about so-called regular shit. You can kind of tell the spirit is with us. Well, to see the Lord, we gotta start believing in ourselves.
Right.
Like we gotta start doubting ourselves so much, man. The Lord's been dealing with the spirit of the Lord. Who else is the spirit of the Lord dealing with? You know?
That's right. The show of their Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
That's
And
right.
NLT says the very look on their faces gives them away. They display their sin like the people of Sodom, and don't even try to hide it.
Yeah, they don't hide it. They proud to be it now. At one point in time, man, it was a shameful thing. They would have to go into. They would have to do it in secret.
I know, officer, but I grew up in that
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
I grew up in
closet
that
ass
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah, exactly. Yep. They had turns in the closet.
That's
DL.
that's why
They would have to go to certain areas of the city
To
that
hang out and shit, whatever.
to live that lifestyle.
Well, up in New York City, Greenwich Village.
Village, bro. Oh, bro.
That was sodomite capital. Anywhere else, I was talking about that. Man, anywhere in Brooklyn, you could. I'm talking about man.
Up in Red Hook, you get your ass.
Man, yeah, that wasn't flying.
Right.
The Village, yeah, you can get away with that shit. In New York, they call it the Village, Greenwich Village.
Yeah, but under who our people worship, Obama, under his presidency, that's when this shit became open.
Right.
Everybody became proud. He started giving them rights. And
Well, remember, who's Biden?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep.
So really, we're under Obama's.
Still on it. Yep. Exactly, man. So now these people are proud. Now they that's when they came with the month. You know what I'm saying? The proud month, the pride month, and all that shit, man. Now these people walking around proud like they like the elder was reading.
That's
that,
black
man.
culture now.
Yep.
See, that's the new black culture. See, back in the 70s, it was the beads and dashikis and kufis and dreadlocks and but it was rough. I remember all that shit. That's back when the black power to the people. The black back in the 60s, Black Panthers. That was like that represented black culture back then when I was growing up. Power to the people. The berets and the black leather, and the black leather gloves and shades and like I said, the beads, the African beads, or even the dreadlocks. You had the Rastafarians. Listen, man, wow. Now all these little weirdos wearing dreadlocks. When I was a kid, the only people that jig, oh my God, was a 30 years ago, 40 years ago, when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, okay, growing up, you go around, especially when we went up to New York, the only people you saw with dreadlocks were big West Indian Jamaicans.
Yep.
Real Jamaicans. Like straight up Benjamite dudes from the islands. And they were the Rastas. Y'all wasn't even y'all familiar. Well,
I
y'all
know
know.
about
I ain't talking to you, but because we're about the same age, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm just younger, but the Ras. You familiar with Rastafarians? Okay, Bob Marley.
Rastafari.
Okay, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Y'all know about Bob Marley, right?
Right.
Bob Marley, and they were Rastafarians. They were really into that shit. Even Bob Marley, he was really into that bugged out Rastafari shit. I hung out with Rastas. I knew they were the only people. Now, the average regular, like so-called African American Negroes, they used to make fun of Benjamin. Yeah, Rasta, I got that. Yeah. Back when I was in high school, or even when I first moved up to New York, Negroes wasn't into the dreadlock. The average black nigga wasn't wearing no. I'm talking about African American black dude.
Right.
It wasn't into wearing dreadlocks.
They were wearing afros then.
No, at this time in the 90s,
Well,
they
in
were
the 90s,
hot
yeah,
top
90s.
fades.
Yeah.
They used to make fun of. They used to make fun of the Rastafarians.
Right.
With the dreadlocks. But them niggas, their dreadlocks, I mean, this is heathenistic, but their shit was kind of even rougher. Like the real Rastas, they had them crazy long, real dread. Like they wasn't doing their shit to look cute. They really believed in that shit.
Right.
But then somewhere in the early 90s, the rap, see, it all goes through them fucking hip. Even back, Das Effects, the rappers started wearing dreads because they took it and made it into a style.
Right.
Right.
But I remember before dreadlocks was a style, when it was the only people that wore that shit, you had to be a Jamaican Rastafarian or West Indian. You had to be a real legitimate, not even just Jamaican, you had to be from the Caribbean.
Right.
Basically,
You had to be like, whether you was Jamaica, Trinidad, or one of them other islands, you had to actually be a real straight up, you had to be a straight up Benjamite dude with the accent and all to wear that. And they just didn't wear it to wear it. When they wore it, they was really into that Haile Selassie, Rastafari, and all that shit. But now it became a fad.
Right.
But then they took that and fagged it out and made it weirdo. The blonde dreadlocks and the old school Rastas from my time, they would frown upon this, man.
Right.
Yep.
Boy, when they're back boy, man, you want a blind boy. You know,
It's more than that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like
no, you good. No, but I'm saying the old school Rastas from that I knew in the late 80s and early 90s, because runway, back boy. Like, I mean, them dudes are probably dead or not around no more. If they was here now, man, they'd be wilding out on them.
Right.
Why, you know, dread. You know, these little weirdo niggas with the blind.
Yeah.
Takashi looking at runway, back. I'm talking about the old school Rastas that I knew back in the late 80s and the early 90s. If they were still around.
Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
I keep going reading the NLT.
NLT.
Yeah.
The very look on their faces gives them away. They display their sin like the people of Sodom and do not even try to hide it. They are doomed. They have brought
walking around in pumps.
Right.
Fucking hair, booty shorts, a big ass line nigga like you need to play for the fucking Bears.
Yeah.
Defense on the Bears and shit, man. With weave.
Well,
our people are the only ones who take it that far.
Right.
Like you say, our people deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked, man. Right. Jake gonna go all the way. They the most flamboyant, most loud, and want to be seen. Why? Because they get that spirit from the damn black woman.
They get it from Big Shirley and Keisha.
Yep.
See? Like, bro. Big Shirley and Keisha, they gotta be seen.
That's right.
They got to be seen.
Hey, Jake is the salt of the earth. They draw attention. You know, just like the other said earlier, you know, with the salt of the earth. When they use Jake to use that, you know, on the left hand side as well to draw that attention. Just like what salt do. You put it on meat, it draws water out of that meat. So it always draws that attention. That's why now you say you give Jake, you know, following Esau with that pride, you know what I'm saying, with the moles, they put him on the front line, they gonna draw that attention. They want to walk around with, like I said, booty shorts and high heels on. This is a damn dude.
Yeah, tight pum pum shorts on.
Yeah, yeah. And then they be in the, like they in the gym. I saw that the other day.
I see it every time I'm going to the damn gym. That's why I'm getting tired of going, because them gyms are places of Greek worship. That's why, you know what, man, my attitude, now that I'm back here in Dallas, I might get to a point where I'm not even going to go in it. The only time I'll go to a boxing gym is I can do my bag work, but it's like, fuck it, my cardio, I just start going to the trail every day. I know that hardcore trail, I'll just start doing that. I'll drive over to the trail. I'm serious. I don't want to be inside, especially the summer's coming. There's too many moles and fuck it, I'm dead ass.
Right.
The only time I go to it, I'll find a boxing gym to go to where I can just do my bag work twice a week. Other than that, I'll just go outside to the trail, and that'll be my cardio. For real, them gyms are places of Greek worship, man. But I go there because, for the treadmill to do my road work, but I get tired of that shit.
About the gym, where is that? I started going to gyms back in Valley days. Niggas walk in the fucking locker room naked. I said, nigga,
yeah, they been naked.
Ain't been since
They
13,
shit
14.
dangling.
Fuck that gym. I do it. My gym in my living room or my apartment gym. I don't know fucking gyms, man. I'm straight.
It's just, the only well, hell with it, man. I fuck around and buy myself a treadmill, man, in my house.
Right.
For real,
Yep. Verse 10, Isaiah 3 and 10 in the NLT. Tell the godly that all will be well for them. They will enjoy the rich reward they have earned.
Yeah, so the elect man is gonna get ready to enjoy that award, man.
To the right, yep.
The work that they putting in, the Lord is gonna reward the elect, man. Yeah, Lord willing, will that number. Keep going. This is the point I want to get. This next verse.
Verse 11. I'm gonna read it. Woe unto the wicked! They shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. In the NLT, but the wicked are doomed, for they will get exactly what they deserve.
See, so the Lord is gonna give these people exactly what they deserve, man.
Oh yeah, they gonna get it, boy.
Like the brother was reading in Romans 1, when you continue reading, it talks about how the woman changed the natural use of the man. The man changed the natural use of the woman. Okay. Then it goes down to verse 32, where it talks about, read verse 32, bro.
This is verse 32. It says,
no, if you ain't read, go read.
Read it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you read it.
Back in Romans 1, verse 27, it says, likewise also the men leaving the natural use of a woman.
What's the natural use of the woman? To procreate, man.
That's right.
That's what the Lord set it up when he set it up. And when you read Genesis chapter 2, when it talks about Adam and Eve, and they became one flesh. That's what the Lord set up, man.
Yep.
Okay, that's why Yahweh said that he that made them from the beginning made them what? Male and female, man. This call shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave unto his woman, man. And they shall become one flesh. You see?
You know what's crazy? They become one flesh. Have you noticed, like, old couples been together for 50, 60 years?
Mm-hmm.
They start to look like one another.
Yeah.
They come one. That's their one flesh.
It's deep.
It's deep,
It's
bro.
deep. He saw even got signs of how a
Some of y'all kind of looking like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
one flesh.
When you let off in a woman, you put your DNA in her, man.
Right.
And it actually becomes a part of her structure, man.
Y'all parabolic.
So think about when a woman deals with different men.
So,
right? You got these women out here whoring around and different men busting up in them. That's why these women are bugged out.
That's right.
Because they got spirits from maybe 50, 100, 200 different men up in them.
Right.
These women that got babies by 4 different dudes, 5 different dudes. A woman like that ain't gonna be right. That's just real. That is not any woman that got babies by multiple baby daddies. That is something to hit and quit.
Right.
That's a hit and quit. I'm telling y'all from experience, that is not somebody that you make a relationship with. Right. Real talk, even if she got one kid, another dude. Kevin Samuels talked about this, true. If you are high by that, no, because that, even if I only got one kid, she still got that man's vibrator. But if she got 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, y'all know, just cut shit off. You can hit it. Hit it. You go to the bar, the club, wherever you go, and she looking good, she looking sexy, she do it for you. But I mean, you tag on it for maybe a couple of times, but ain't nothing to take serious.
Right.
Don't sit there, we're gonna make a relationship. But she got all this baggage? No.
They just want to make a home to the picnic.
Oh no, one of my uncles is saying, for real. You're gonna give yourself hardship. Basically, you playing yourself.
Right.
Because a bitch like that ain't gonna take you serious. I don't give a fuck how much I love you and how good you make her feel when you know, whatever. Eventually, remember, she's not right in the head.
That's right.
She might be in love with you for the month, but then the next one, I need another man. Or go back to her baby daddy.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Just got spirits on them, man.
They got spirits on them. So these women got multiple spirits
That's right.
floating around inside of them, man.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's funny. I did the shop talking about this today with some of my clients. Found a video how a man DNA stayed inside of a woman, bro. You gotta care about this bitch. Now your child got all these goddamn spirits on him because of this bitch, and even the bitch, even the bitch suck your rod and the bitch swallow. That's sperm trying to
Of
find a way
course.
to attach to this bitch body.
Of course.
So Jake, fuck, man.
Damn.
Of course. So these women got all kind of spirits on them.
Yeah, they come up with different. Esau label it, you know, bipolar.
Right.
You bitches got
Autism,
spirit.
right.
Yeah, you bitches got, yeah.
Bitch got 500-year-old nut in her ass. Go ahead.
Romans 1:27. Likewise, also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burned in their lust one towards another. Men with men working that which is unseemly.
It's unseemly. It's
Now
not like
somebody get the etymology of that word unseemly.
I'm just thinking like that.
Let's go deep into that now.
Shit, where you at, bro?
Romans 1.
1:27.
I can get the one online. Right.
That sodomite shit is not cool, man. But that's the world we live in now. So this world, Amos 9 and 8. Somebody read Amos 9 and 8 real quick. While y'all looking for that.
Is the etymology of unseemly. It say C1300, visually unpleasing, unattractive, ugly, mid 14th century, unfitting, indecent, inappropriate. From not seemly, adjective, a similar formation in Old North unseemly.
This says of a woman genitals.
I got some too.
Yeah.
This is from New Oxford American Dictionary. It says unseemly of behavior or action or actions not proper or appropriate. See, that's not appropriate, man. That's not the way that it should be. Like the scriptures say, nature itself, you know, will show you that, man. You know, if you look out into the earth, man, you don't see two male lines getting busy, right? You know, you don't see any same, you know, the same.
You see two dogs getting busy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Two male cats getting busy. No species. There's some fucking dirty, foul human beings gonna do it. And we're supposed to be at the top of the food chain.
Yep.
It says back in Romans 1:27, it says, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met.
Yep.
It says, and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh Shema Shai in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind.
And stop somebody get the word reprobate.
Amos 9 and 8.
It's got to go deep. So now we got to get into it. We got to prove what we're saying. Get the etymologies of these words, man.
Come on. This is let me see.
G96. Adakimos.
It says not standing the test, not approved. It says properly used of metals or coins, that which does not prove itself such as it ought. It says unfit for, unproved. It says reprobate, rejected, cast away, worthless. It says literally or morally. Basically void of judgment, man. You know?
Right. Yep.
You can't tell them, you know. That's why that's the whole mindset of these people, man. They hey, you can't judge me. You know, they hey man, they love is love. type trash, type shit, man.
I got one for you in etymology.
Gotta be kidding me.
You're going down for word reprobate in the noun. It says one rejected by God, person given over to sin. Reprobate, sense of abandoned or unprincipled person is from 1590.
Hold on, listen to this one. It's from the New Oxford American Dictionary.
Hold on, before you go there, break
Yeah.
it.
Good. Hey, like I said,
So these alphabet, they're abandoned.
mhm.
The Most High gave them over to those spirits.
Yep. He gave them over to reject them. So and it says one given to sin. So the Lord had gave them up to those defiled and that reprobate mind. Like to say when you mentioned earlier when the Lord said when they say, I was born this way. Hey, the Lord gave you over to that. All right. He gave you over to that to what? To receive your punishment, which is gonna be death.
So you could destroy you.
Man, hey, listen to this. This from the New Oxford American Dictionary. The definition of the word reprobate. It says a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined for damnation.
Oh, come on, man.
Bro,
That's it right there. Man, icing on the cake with the cherry on top.
man. And that's, go ahead, bro.
It links in perfectly with Amos 9 and 10. And it reads,
Yeah.
Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And Officer Benaiah just mentioned earlier how our people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Jake be out here with dresses, bras, wigs, weed, a whole damn man. He looked like he could play football or wrestle or do something, but instead he got a freaking dress on with a weave and a wig,
Right.
So, hey, all the sinners of Yahweh Shem people, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Lord gonna destroy you if you keep going in that lifestyle, man. Don't repent.
Hey, that was a motherfucking shit up in Canada that happened. This nigga was he was a dude, but wanted to be a female and shit. He going to a spa, want to get a wax, but the nigga had a ride. So he refused to give a nigga the service. He goes sue these motherfuckers. Because you gotta address him as a woman.
Wow.
You got a whole stick right there. You want me to wax your motherfucking ass.
Right.
Nigga, please, doing that shit, man. Shit is fucking, man, fuck this place, man.
And the woman that
Man,
denied
fuck you
to do
fucking crackers, man.
the woman that didn't want to do it, she was married. Now, what if that would have did? If she would have did it, her husband would have came and blew both of their heads off.
You're right, see? And in their eyes, that was wrong. Nigga, how you 6'4", look like Magic Johnson's son,
Right.
nigga, with a rod, want a wax job and shit.
Right.
The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck
And
identify as a
another man's
goddamn
woman
broad.
that did it, but I identify as a woman now.
Right.
Fuck this shit.
And then you got to this one. You can go in the woman's bathroom with your woman. Let's say you got your kids. Let's say you got a daughter. For brothers who got daughters now.
Right.
Let's say let's say you got a little 5-6-year-old little daughter. One night you take your family out to dinner, it's you and your woman, and say your daughter and shit. And, you're in the restaurant. And your woman say, okay. Your woman say, your daughter. She could be whatever, 5, 10, 6, 10, 11. Your woman say, okay, hey, baby, your daughter tell your woman, I use the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna go to the powder room. You and your daughter, your woman and your daughter go in the bathroom at the Red Yard Steakhouse, the Texas Roadhouse, and your woman take your 8-year-old daughter in the bathroom, the powder room, the ladies do. Well, how it used to be.
Yeah.
And so your woman and your little 8-year-old daughter's up in the bathroom, whatever your daughter uses the bathroom, the woman they come out there in the middle, women, the powder room, they call it. And some goddamn fucking motherfucker could walk up in there, a real man. But I identify as a woman. And he going up in the bathroom around your woman and your.
But you slit his throat, you wrong, though.
Yeah, you don't know. You're a monster.
Yeah. Right.
I'll be that motherfucking monster. Fuck that.
Your little daughter looking at this shit, but oh no, they got her in school. They're trying to push that on your kids in school. That's why I said that, man. Hey, if possible,
I'm trying.
Brothers can homeschool their kids.
I'm trying, boy. Yeah.
If possible, not every brother can do it, but if not, brothers got to stay on top of their children. And man, like I said, and you brothers that got small children, I pray for you brothers, man, because this world Because if you don't send them to Esau school, they're going to try to charge you. That's child abuse. This man's the devil. We are under the devil.
That's the scriptures, though. So go back to the curses where it says, "Our children will be given up to another nation." What if we paraphrase? Another people. You know, hey, that's happening. That's still happening right now. We got to give our children up to go to this man's schools to get it indoctrinated, man. You know,
with the alphabet shit, but that's not. But President Biden, his thing is just totally, that's it. Turn everybody into alphabet people.
Right, right.
Well, force that doctrine down your throat to the point where the normal ideology of a man just being with a woman, that's not normal. That's just some old ancient Neanderthal way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back in Romans 1:32 in the NLT, we say, they know the Most High's justice requires that those who do these things deserve to die.
And it tells you that when you're reading the law, man. Okay, that a man should not lie with men as he lie with a woman. It said, what if you're gonna be put to death, man, your blood is gonna be upon you, man. Mm-hmm. Paul is reiterating that, man. That's right. And that's in the New Testament, man. You see, that's in the New Testament.
Oh yeah, that's in the New Testament. Yeah, because they love to go. Oh well, that was back in the Old Testament. It changed. So you mean to tell me Jesus Christ believes in that? Yeah, they'll tell you, yeah.
Yeah, they believe the law is done away with, so it's okay to be a Muslim. It's just bugs the hell out, man. Like Paul is reiterating,
and God gonna save you. He still love you.
Yeah. Like Paul is reiterating, is like these people who does these things, is worthy of, God's justice is them. So they need to die, man.
You see? Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
Yet they do them anyway.
They do it anyway. These people don't care. There's no fear of the Lord in this place, man, because they've been taught that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is just a doormat. He'll accept you, come as you are. He'll accept you. You don't have to change. That's what Christianity pushes. That you don't have to change. The Lord is just going to accept you no matter. He loves Moses. Love is love. That's what they push, man. You see? Because these people don't understand. They don't understand, but yet in the Bible constantly tells you to fear the Lord. Fear the Lord. It constantly tells you to fear the Lord, man. Now, why would it say that? Because the Lord, like the scripture said, the Lord is terrible in his doings, man. Sure. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. You see? They call him the king of terror, man. You see? These heathen know that back then they knew who Al-Ashadja was, man. They knew that what the Lord would do, man. Our people knew how the Lord got down, man. But now in this captivity, our people been taught by Esau, Edom, and they so damn they've been taught by the damn devil, man. And he's not gonna tell you who your true power is. Right. He's gonna tell you everything to keep you disconnected from your power, man. Mm-hmm. And everything you've been taught from a child is what? To push you further away from your power, man. Mm-hmm. You've been taught the opposite of what your true God wants you to do, man. You see?
Can I make a real quick on that point that you made about how the one that the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ, true biblical name Yahushua, he ain't do nothing to change, because like the brother said, we've been taught that Jesus changed things. Can I read something real quick? This is John. This is John, the 6th chapter and verse 38. I'm gonna read it in the KJV. Then I want to read it in NLT. John 6:38. For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. So I want to read that in the NLT. It's in the NLT, it reads, for I have come down from heaven to do the will of God who sent me, not to do mine own will. So the one that you call Jesus didn't change anything. He came to do the will of the Father. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come to do his own will. So nothing has changed. That's why when the scriptures say in Malachi, the 3rd chapter and verse 6, that I changed not, and then what did Yahushua say, whom they call ignorantly referred to as Jesus Christ in Hebrews, the 13th chapter. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna grab it. Okay, so, hey, nothing has changed. The Lord, the Most High hasn't changed, and his son hasn't changed. And his son just let you know out of his own mouth, red letters he was speaking, that he didn't come to do his own will. He came to do the will of the Father. Right. So stop trying to run to him, Christians, like he changed something, man. He ain't changed a thing, man. It's still the same from the very beginning, man.
Because the judgment will be the same. You fuck up, we'll get your ass judged. You can sign it, package delivered with a fucking mustache on a pig, still a pig, nigga. you'll get the same goddamn judgment, man.
Sure.
Sick of you fucking people, man.
Back in Romans 1, I'm gonna start at the top again, verse 32. He say they know Yahweh's judgment. Just like they know Yahweh's justice requires that those who do these things deserve to die. Yet they do them anyway. Worse yet, they encourage others to do them too.
And that's what's going on. They're like vampires. They're alphabet folks. Their whole thing is to try to, even the women too, these butchers, their thing is to try to convert other women to be like them.
Right.
And the men, that's why they bold. Their thing is to try to make other people force it on you.
Right.
They're going to force you to be like them. And you can't do nothing because the laws protect them.
Right. Yep. Yeah, they'll cry and say that they oppressed.
Yeah.
Shit. You can't say nothing about them like the apostle said. Your ass will get counseled.
Yep.
You get fired. You get blackballed. Say anything. Just look at the example. What was that nigga name? The baby. When he said that they black. Hey, they what they call it? They boycotted that nigga, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say nothing to council coach. You can't say nothing against them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they like the apostle said, they the most proud. They all in your face trying to force it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Accept me, nigga. Trying to shove it down your damn throat.
And
Man.
it's
That's
Jake, and who's the main ones? And like you said, the poster child for it is Jake. You don't have to be Edomites. It's always these, and it's who? These little GMO baby niggas. They're the Eve and Jake. They're the new, the black man and the black woman are the new moles.
Right.
Remember the Black Lives Matter shit, all that, man. It's black people. And they talk about the alphabet. Who's in the forefront?
Mm-hmm.
There's some dreadlock head, blonde dreadlock niggas and black. Big Shirley created all that. That's what I was telling you before the camera went on. Big Shirley is dangerous. It's really not funny. When you see these big chocolate ogre black women, they create all that. They're the ones that's manufacturing these little words.
That's right. Yeah.
And teaching them such.
Right.
Oh, until they want some ride. Then it becomes negative when they want ride. See, like if you in somewhere, you in a bar or wherever the fuck you are, laundromat, gas station, restaurant, and some big 400-pound chocolate
Easter Bunny.
ogre, black woman come up to you and try to rap to you, and you tell her, nah, baby, I'm good. You must be gay. Oh, now it's a bad thing? Oh, then it becomes a bad thing because I'm not interested in you, so being gay is a bad thing, but I thought it was a good thing.
Right.
Babylon, confusion.
I thought it was a good thing. Oh, wait a minute. But her sons are probably all moles. She probably got two little Takashi looking niggas that's probably moles. And daughters that's moles. But all of a sudden, because a man is not, because they're narcissistic, depraved, delusional, and you can thank Lizzo for that. You dig? It's funny how these black women can change the narrative when they want to.
Right.
Every other time it's cool. But because, I'm not fucking with you now. No, we good. You're not my type. Oh, something must be wrong with you. Or maybe you funny. Well, what is it, a bad thing now?
Right.
That's why the missiles just gotta come.
Right.
Okay. I got two. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 7. Thou shalt keep them, O Yahweh, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. And this is the Lord speaking about the elect, how the Lord is going to have to keep and preserve the elect from this wicked and adulterous generation. This is verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. And who's the vilest man? Well, we open up with Job 9:24, the wicked, man. And this is why you have the wicked, that follows the vilest man's ways, just walking scot-free, protected, being uplifted, as scripture speak about, he that depart from evil, he making himself a prey. You know, so actually doing, you know, righteous works and righteous behaviors in this wicked generation, that'll get you canceled, man. You know?
If I can add to that real quick, and just to add to that, you know, just like the brothers have mentioned several times, the earth has been given into the hand of this devil. So that's the vibration that's been put out into the earth, man. His spirit is in the earth because the earth is in his hands, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And vile people like what's that? The triathlon, Bruce Jenner. You know what I'm saying? All the moles and transgenders that you know that teach your kids. You know, read them poems and story time books. All of these things are exalted in this place because that man, the vilest man, is exalted. He's in power, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's his vibration. The earth has been in Isaiah 60. This earth in darkness. These people in gross darkness, man. Right. That's part of that gross darkness, man. That these people are in the darkness that the earth is in, man.
Hey, you see why the Lord, when you read the law, how the Lord said you should put those type of people to death, man. Right. Because you see, when it said it, you know, when it said stuff like that, it said, what? Then shall you put away evil from Israel. Right. That stops the spread of that type of mindset. Right. You see, that's why, because judgment, reading Ecclesiastes, that's what I say, judgment, because judgment is not executed speedily, the hearts of the Son of Man is fully setting them to do evil. Right. Because this the true justice, which is like the brother read in Romans 1, is for these people to be put down. It's not taking place. Now you got that mindset spread. Right. You see, everybody think it's okay. Right. It's the new norm. That's gonna be the new norm. This is the so-called new norm of the new world order, man. Right. You see, this is what it's gonna be like. This is what you people gotta have forward to look. This is what you have this is what you have to look forward to, man. In the new world order. You niggas ain't got you niggas not signing crime. Right. This is what you want for them to be teaching your children this, man. Right. You know, you have no control. We have no control in this place, man. This goddamn devil is teaching your kids this BS while you at fucking work, man. Mm-hmm. And then they'll turn around and do it and try to do it on this. They won't even tell you that they doing it, man. Right. You have to learn about that shit when your child says shit. What the fuck? Where you learn that shit from? Oh, they taught us at school. Then here you go. Now you going to the goddamn school acting a fool. Like, man, I'm teaching my damn kids this shit. Right. Then they call CPS on you and get your kids taken away, man. Right. Yeah. You see? Because if you don't allow that, if you don't allow Esau to do these things, they can Esau come take your children from you, man. Right. You see? That's why, like the apostle said, man, you got kids, man, you got to constantly pray and anoint your child, man. Right. You know? Anoint yourself, man.
Bro, it was a brother, if I can say real quick, it was a brother, I don't remember which one, that was telling me, it might have been this brother, that the children were being made to wear heels.
I was just about to say that. That's why I was about to go.
Man, to wear heels.
I did a job. Yeah, I did a job for a lady probably about like a month ago now. She was an old Eve, you know. She was a substitute teacher at this school out here in Fort Worth, man. And so we got to talking after I unlocked the car, whatever, you know. And she, I was asking like, how long you been doing this? How long you been professional? I've been a teacher ever since I was a little girl, you know. She was like in the 60s now. She's like, but I don't like it no more because like these children are out of order and like the parents, they don't care. Like the school system is teaching them all types of stuff. I'm like, so like she was going into it and she was saying how like the school system, like it doesn't matter which school she's at, like all the whole school system, like the whole school board, they're all on the same agenda. And she was saying this school in particular, they actually buy high heels for little boys to put on and the parents don't even know about it. So you got little boys like literally walking on a whole school day inside the school with fucking high heels on, man.
Wow, that's wicked as hell.
And the parents have no idea.
You see, and if Jake fucking go postal, we wrong.
Right.
You see,
right. Hey, that's let you know the power. The power is given to the hands of the wicked. We were saying earlier, Job 9:24. That's why it's when you got a king that he rules. If you go and say something against the king, you can be put to death. You can be counseled, like I said, the counsel culture. So you look at who you can't say anything about. You got at the top with the small heads. You say something about them, you get fined, you get counseled, you know, lose your job, as you say. Who is right under them? You right under them, you have the modes. All right, because they push that. All right, and that helps with what? They help with basically the population, all these things that old BG be talking about. So all these things that you see going on, this is basically is proceeding with death upon the earth. That's why the Lord got to come and destroy the cancer of the earth. which is starting with Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
I got to put my this is Sirach 10 and 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. It says, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is. What the brother just read was what the brother Kahan was going into, the vilest man, Esau Edom, man. Okay. It says, what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You see, so these people have taken on the mindset of Esau Edom, especially the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Yeah. You so-called Negro Latinos and Negro, you are totally Babylonianized, man. Yep. You see, you taking on this man ways to the point that where you agree with this madness, man. And this is clearly insane, man. The philosophies and the mindset that this man is pushing out, like the brother read, bro. Man, bro, that shit will make you snap, man. If you find that shit out, that these niggas is doing this stuff to your child, man. You see, you go up there, they gonna put you in jail. Yep. Then they gonna take your child away from, and then, hey, man, we gotta get the hell out of this place, man.
Right. I'm shocked. Yep, there's new management. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. And this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. And this is the condition, just like we started out beautifully with the brother bringing out Job 9 and 24. And we're literally in a world that was given over into the hand of the wicked. And these are the basis of men, man. The Lord put us over, the Lord put over us a base man, who will teach your kids, okay, little boys to wear heels all day while they in school, man. And you're gonna tell me that these people and the whole nation ain't wicked, man? This is the wicked that's ruling over us.
Bro, that's low. That, like the scripture say, it talks about the valley, valley, that lowland. It's going to their morals, man. You know, the morals too. And like the brother said, man, the basis of man. That's a base, bro. That's a low, vile mindset, man. To be like that. And then what does Esau push for you to eat? The bottom feeders.
Right.
Everything is from the bottom because this nigga is the base, man. You see.
That's the vibration that he set into the earth, man. A base vibration, man. You know, very low.
So 1 John 5 and 19, just back up your scripture, bro. And the NLT says, we know that we are the children of the Most High, and that the world around us is under the control of the evil one.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna read it one more time. It says, we know that we are the children of the Most High. 1 John chapter 5 and 19 in the NLT. We know that we are the children of the Most High. And why is that? Because the Lord has put his spirit upon us in these last days. Right. And our spirits are crying out, Abba, Father, man. You know, we renounce the ways of hidden darkness of this world, man. And now the Lord has given us this truth, man, this light inside his earthen vessels. It says, so we know that we are the children of the Most High, and that the world around us is under the control of the evil one. That's right. You know, so this is the kingdom of Satan, man. You know, just to say it out frankly, this is the kingdom of Satan. So, you know, if you have any ties here, and this is why James, the 4th chapter and 4th verse says, you adulterers and adulteresses, know you not that friendship with the world is enmity with the Most High? Because it's the kingdom of Satan. We just read it. This we're under the control of the evil one, man. This is why adultery, there's no punishment for it. That's why there's no punishment for Moses. That's why there's no punishment for being a bitch ass nigga, man. Right. You know, like these are things that like these are things that was prohibited in our customs, man, in our law, statutes, commandments. And now we're starting to realize, because that's what it's all set up for. We had to, the children of the Most High, strong with the elect, and Lord willing, be a part of that number. We have to experience this to understand this is what happens when we follow the ways of the serpent, man. That's right. You know.
And that's exactly why these people are through, man, because they haven't been taught until now. They're starting to hear since this knowledge has been in the earth that they're gonna get judged, man. Judgment is coming. They hadn't heard that. They've been hearing all their lives. God loves you, and He forgives you. He doesn't hate the sin. He hates the sinner, which the scriptures tell you in Sirach the 10th chapter that He hates the sinner, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why would the Lord waste time and energy on hating a sin that you don't have to commit, man? He just sitting there mad. I hate this sin. Yeah. No, the sin don't even come into play until you commit it, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's null and void until you commit it. So he don't hate the sin. He hates the sinner.
That's right. Psalms 37, verse 35 says, I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Yep.
And that's what we see. You just mentioned Isaiah 60, the earth is in gross darkness. That's the wicked.
People in
The people in gross darkness. Like the water. Hey, the people in gross darkness. The ways of Esau Edom have made the people a diabolical mindset. This shit is basically insane because it's repetitive wickedness, and it's constantly growing and growing. Like I said, it's spread. It's like a cancer. It's spreading throughout the Esau, throughout our young children. Like I said, they try to hide it in the schools and things like that. This is a cancer. So what do you do when you have a cancer? You cut it off. All right, and that's what the Lord is going to do. It's verse 36. It says, "Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I saw him, but he could not be found." All right, and the Lord is going to come in basically the urban need in new management. Rock 10. All right, through riches, injury got about deceit. The kingdom will be transferred from one kingdom to another. The Lord has got to come. You cannot get out of this without Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, if it wasn't for with the Lord coming to deliver us, we got faith.
That blood.
That's right. We wouldn't have that blood. We would, the earth, like you say, the elect going to be scarcely saved. Out of this wicked ways of Esau Edom. Hey, this is basically destroying the earth. The population is going to constantly decrease till it's gone. As the Lord will come back. The marine life will be gone. For the Lord, we don't have faith in the Lord coming back. We have faith the Lord is going to deliver us from this diabolical man, the man of sin, the son of perdition. And
the Lord got to come. He got to come get the elect like he did with Enoch, man.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, Enoch, if the Lord didn't come get Enoch, he would have got corrupted. You see? So that's what the Lord is going to do. He's going to come back, like the scripture say. Hey, the days going to shorten. When no flesh left to be saved, man. You see, we would be corrupted, man. Right. If the Lord didn't come, the Lord allowed this nigga to continue forever, man. Right. You see, it wouldn't be nothing left, man. But the Lord is going to put a stop. Esau he got bounds that he can't pass. So it's only a certain point that Esau can go to. Right. And we coming into the end of that point, man. Right. That's why we see the mindset of the people and the wickedness that spread forth throughout the planet Earth right now. You see, it said it's on that, man. It's up there, man. It's stacking up to the heavens, man. To the point where the Lord is gonna come and act on it, man. Right? You see?
Can I it's Revelation chapter 7, verse 3, just to back up your point. 7 verse 2. So it says, "And I saw another angel ascended from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads."
Man, that's the only thing stopping the destruction that from coming forth right now. Is the elect. The rest of the elect. The elect has to be sealed completely, man. And then the Lord is gonna let those winds go, man. He's gonna send forth that message to those angels to let the destruction come forth, man. You see, via these plagues, via these these different plagues that the Lord gonna bring, and ultimately that ICBM missile, man, that final plague, man, is gonna scorch this place, man. You see?
Yeah, I was just holding that. Just laying back and off y'all's point. The Apostle Carl had made a statement earlier. He's like this is why missiles have to come. Because first coming to truth. You first hearing about ICBM missiles being spoken about in the scripture, like dang, like for real, like dang, it's kind of like overkill, like 200 million. But no, missiles make a lot more sense, and these people they don't realize do you not catch on 2 + 2? The more wicked you are, the more wars and rumors of wars you hear about. The more you hear about major ICBM missiles being moved and shipped across the planet Earth. The more simultaneously while people are getting more prideful, more wicked. This is Sirach chapter 21 and verse 9. The congregation, and congregation means gathering. It says the congregation of the wicked is like tow. Right, and what do these people like to coin themselves as? FAGGOTS, right? That's literally what tow is, right? Tow is a bundle of sticks, man. It says the congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them, man. So the Lord gonna burn you you F boys up, man. You know? Yeah, so your own tongue condemn you. You can call yourself a FAG, you know? Well, the Lord gonna round all y'all up and he gonna burn you, man. It's gonna be America, it's gonna be a big bonfire.
So it's gonna be the same judgment as ancient Sodom got. That's why it says in Revelation 11, it's a spiritually Sodom in Egypt, man.
Right.
The same shit is going on, man. You see? You got it, bro?
Yeah.
Got it, Matthew?
You got it.
Yeah.
Is it Matthew?
Yeah, whichever one you got, Mark.
All right.
Want to end it off on this one?
I got one. Go ahead.
Okay.
You made a Sirach 44:17. Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. Because the brother made a point. The Lord got to come get us out of here, man. Like in the time of Noah, it said Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world. So that's how the elect will be. They're going to be taken up in a chariot in exchange for the world. He come in that same stead. Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. Because the scripture said in Matthews, they knew not until the flood came. So Jake go know once they in that fucking heat, there's got to be a higher power, man.
Right.
Because they knew not until the flood came.
And that goes back to when I think it was in Isaiah, he said, how long? And he said until the cities be wasted.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep. The cities be, like the elder said, man, these people ain't gonna know until they actually see they get that alert on their damn phone, man.
Too late.
Take shelter, man. I see being missiles the 30 minutes away. You see, and they like the elder Ariel said, they got something that can get over here faster, man. You see, Russia got something that can get over here faster than that, man. You know, these people really think that these Esau is making these things just to put them in a fucking museum or just to have them in the fucking ground forever, man. No, these things are gonna be used. The Lord said, "I created the smith to blow the coals and destroy you." I mean, in the fire, man, and bring forth that instrument, man. Yeah. You see, He made the waster the waster to destroy, man. Right. You see, but we coming into the time like going back into the beginning of the lesson, man. We in Sodom and Gomorrah. We in Sodom and Egypt, man. The spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man. All over again, man. You see, you got that, bro?
No. This is Luke 17, verse 26. All right, 26 says, and in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the last days of the Son of Man.
Yeah, so as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the last days. Okay, and that's what we see. That's why I said earlier, man, the stuff that we seeing now is this crazy shit that we seeing now. These people bugged out, the damn genderless dragon, you know, moles running around, badass kids. I want to kill my mom.
Man,
I want to kill my dad.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, that shit was that mindset was happening back then, man. It had to be.
That's finally set a great dignity.
Yep.
That's what it is.
You know.
Verse 27, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them.
And that's what America's about. Read that again, bro. That's all what America's about eating and drinking.
Yep.
You know, getting married. That's all this place promotes, man. Yep. This overindulgence of BS, man, and folly, man.
Well, that's why you got all these oversized people.
Yep.
Women.
Yep.
And overindulgence.
Yeah.
Right.
Just keep eating.
Yeah.
And then you see yourself getting overweight. Like, fuck that. A man, why he can tell me how I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got an actual show, My 600-Pound Life, man.
Yep.
You know, and that's only over here in America, man. Ain't nowhere else. This is the only show over here in America showing that this place is just a place for overindulgence.
Right.
You know?
Decadence.
Yeah. Like the apostle said, decadence, man.
Verse 27, it says, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Yep, like the elder said earlier, man. They knew not until that flood came, man. So that this life as we see it today is gonna continue until that time that the Lord brings destruction. It's gonna be a normal day when the Lord brings destruction unto these people. That's why it says it's gonna be as the day of the Lord shall be as a thief in the night. These people are gonna be just going to work like it's a regular day.
Big Shirley, these big fat black bitches, they're gonna come out the side that day thinking they're gonna go to Popeyes. All that shit. And the missiles are gonna come. They might be eating a bucket of Popeyes
sitting on
when the missiles come.
sitting in the line and they're gonna get that alert.
It says, verse 28, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold.
And that was Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot.
Mhm.
All this alphabet shit, that this whole, it's okay, it's normal.
Like the elder brought it out earlier in Isaiah 3. They didn't hide it back then.
Right.
They was open with it. They letting it be known, you know.
Trying to get at an angel.
Yeah, they was so wicked. Them niggas was trying to, and they said old and young compassed about Lot house, and that's what we see now. Esau's pushing that on the children. Bro, this is spiritually Sodom, man. You see?
That's why I don't talk to nobody, especially little weirdo kids. I don't talk to them. Fuck them.
Right.
The only kids I even talk to is brothers' kids. And even them, I be on top of them. But other than the little young so-called kids in the street, I don't talk to none of the little young. I don't look at them. I try not to make eye contact. Right? You know what I mean?
Going back in middle of verse 28 in Luke 17, it say they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted and builded.
They building. That's what our people trying to do. They build generational wealth. They trying to build here. They trying to build on the Titanic, man.
Right.
You know, Titanic is sinking, and you niggas trying to build a life on it, man. You see, trying to build a generational wealth, trying to stack money, all this money that you're trying to stack up and save. When Esau's about to do away with the money system, man. He's about to bring forth something new. Then what? You know? Yeah, ultimately the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. So you see? Keep going, bro.
Verse 29, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
And the same day the elect are beamed up, it's going to rain fire. It's going to rain those ICBM missiles on this place, man.
Right.
At various parts of the earth, man, where the Lord destined for these missiles to hit, man. You see? And during that time when Lot was when the angels came to Lot, man, and told him, like, look, man, if you got anybody here that you care about, roughly paraphrase, you need to get them out. Let them know. What did Lot do? It said Lot had sons.
Yeah.
It says and sons-in-law. So it said Lot had actual sons, bro.
Yeah, because they don't tell you about that.
Yeah.
He just had 2 daughters. You think Lot just had 2 fucking daughters?
Yeah.
The son still stayed in the city.
His sons probably got destroyed.
Yeah, they got destroyed.
Not probably. They got destroyed. They got caught up in the ways of Sodom.
Yep. Exactly. You see? So you gotta take that mindset too, man. Some of our kids, man. You see? Some of our children, bro. That was a righteous man. His sons, bro. His sons, his Lot's own sons, man.
You got brothers that's going through that.
Right.
The sons became Sodomites, man. So that's wow. I've been saying this for the past couple of years now. Before I got out here with y'all, and I was still back east up top, I was saying a lot of brothers are all caught up into their kids. What you gonna do with the Most High? Take your kids out. You gonna lose your mind and get emotional and fall out the truth?
Yeah, yep. Or have them so to the point to where they just so Babylonianized, they want this place to continue, man. Then what? You know?
They mean they gotta be of age and of the law.
Yep, exactly.
10 years old, you subject to the law.
Right.
If you got 10, you ain't a 5-year-old, 4-year-old. They don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to be of age.
Yep.
Yeah.
To know better. Yep.
And after that point, it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You want to finish it off?
This is Luke 17:30. It said, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
You see, so it's gonna be the same thing, man. The same thing, bro. It's happening back then. It's happening now. We seeing it, man. The Lord, Yahushua said that.
Yeah.
That's in red letters, man. Said the same. It's gonna be the same way when I'm revealed. You see, when the Son of Man is revealed, man. The same thing gonna be taking place on the planet Earth, man.
Like I say, just like now, our people don't even realize that this is coming to the final stretch of the end of this world. And just like when Matthew 24 goes into the same thing, but it say the people knew not until the day of the flood came. That's letting you know the day of the Lord is coming like a thief in the night, as it says in 1 Thessalonians 5. They don't know what's about to come and hit them in the head. They don't listen to us. They don't want to know. So the Lord is going to come in like a thief in the night, and that destruction is coming. Like the death angel came during the time of Exodus. Instead of putting the firstborn, he's going to put to death the heathen nation and the 2/3.
So every time the Lord brings wrath on the planet, that's a teaching moment.
Right.
You gonna know that's a teaching moment. God damn, I should have listened. Now you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Lord is man.
Hey, man. Real talk.
You got it right.
Hey, so with that, man, Lord Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors unto the apostles of great millstone and teaching rule well. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
Yeah, the power that was the spirit, man. I love this video. We got to go hard on that spirit, man.
Yes.
And